Welcome to Dish and Nutrition Podcast, where we dish on trending nutrition topics, all the while making it easy and fun to understand. I'm your host, Sarah Williams.
I'm your co-host, Emma Boland.
Today we are talking about, it could have been thrown into our supplement episode, but I felt like it deserved its own little spot on our feed. And we're going to be talking about collagen.
Yay!
Collagen. I
love it.
When we had the little button box, whatever, for topics that people want to talk about initially, collagen was probably like a third of all the answers. Easily.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because it's definitely a hot topic.
It is. In multiple realms, too.
In multiple realms, yeah, like medicinal purposes, beauty purposes. Yeah. So it is a highly talked about topic. So let's break it down today. And I'm going to talk about what the heck even is collagen production, like in our bodies, factors, like it's going to be fun.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. Collagen. Yeah. And you're an esthetician, so I'm sure you have a good knowledge base of collagen and like the importance of it and everything for skin health and all of that stuff. So I'm excited to hear your input from that world, because I'm not privy to any of that. Yeah. All right. So let's get into it. Should we do it? All right. Collagen. So what the heck is it? So let's just start with the basics. Collagen is the most abundant protein in our bodies, and it makes up about 30% of our total protein content in our body. It's a major component of connective tissues, which can include skin, muscles, tendons, ligaments, and bones. And it provides just structure, strength, and elasticity, acting like a glue that holds everything together. So it's pretty important.
It's so important.
It's not one of those trivial things that like just can deplete and you won't notice. This is one of those things that you kind of like got to pay attention to.
Oh yeah. No, it's big. In esthetician school, we used to call it like liquid gold.
Just by that definition alone, I could definitely see that. So there are at least 16 different types of collagens. I've seen upwards to 28 in some places, but the majority that we're going to talk about in our bodies is type 1, 2, and 3. And we can break that down further because I think it gets a little confusing on what types, especially in the supplement area, like they advertise for different types, and if people don't know what the types are for, like you might be targeting an area that you aren't like trying to target, and you miss the point of taking the supplement altogether, if that makes sense. Also, sorry if I sound like a man today. I'm getting over a head cold. # my daughter is in daycare and she gives me all of her petri dish viruses.
# we love Texas.
And I'm allergic to Texas.
Yeah.
All right. So type 1, that's going to be the most abundant type in the body, and that comprises about 90% of the body's total collagen. So in the supplement arena, that's going to be used for the beauty aspect, for skin, nails, hair. That is the type of collagen that they're going to probably be having in those supplements that are targeted for more beauty purposes, or just elasticity for skin, nails, and hair. Type 2 is predominantly found in your cartilage. And so this is going to be in the supplements that are aimed more at joint health. So I have a couple of studies that I'm going to cite that state collagen usage can actually help some joint pain. And I think that's a really exciting thing because it's a super easy supplement to integrate into your daily life. It's not going to fix everything, but it is something.
It's that aid.
Yeah, exactly. And then type 3 is the second most abundant type in the body. And this is going to be found in like the lungs, intestinal walls, blood vessels. And this is going to be used in the supplements targeting like those cardiovascular health and digestive health. So collagen does play a role in the structure of your digestive tract. And it's pretty important to keep that happy, to keep digestive health up and going. So our natural collagen stores, so we naturally produce collagen. However, our collagen stores do deplete with age. And this is very natural. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you, but the decline in collagen production is a key factor in many of the physical signs of aging. So like that's like the wrinkles, like that's depletion skin, of collagen. Yeah. And it can impact overall health in many ways, like I just said. So collagen production over time, I kind of wanted to dive into that a little deeper. So early life and adulthood. So during childhood and adolescence, when your skin is the most bouncy, you look so youthful, obviously because you are youthful, but that has heavily to do with the collagen production. And the body produces collagen at a super high rate. And the high production continues into early adulthood. So that can contribute to the firmness, elasticity, and resilience of the skin, as well as the strength of joints and bones. If you've noticed, if you went down the steps when you are, say, 15 years old versus, 60 years old, there's also a ton of different variables that could impact that. But that could include the collagen production in aiding in if you're grunting or not going up the steps and if it hurts or not.
Collagen also helps with wound healing. So if
huge
toddlers who scrape their knee, that wound's going to heal so much quicker than if you look at older people.
1000%.
My grandma had a sore for a month because she just didn't have that.
It was a supplement we often recommended, if someone had a wound from post-surgery or a bed sore or something, we would throw in a collagen supplement just because it does aid in that wound healing.
So good.
But you're so right. That's a good observation. My toddler can fall a day ago and it's almost healed the next day. And I'm what are you?
That's where
that's so cool.
I know. That's where microneedling comes in. But that's a whole nother story.
Ooh, I want to learn about microneedling. Yeah. Wait, does that help with collagen production?
Yeah. So microneedling is basically it's a controlled injury. So it's tiny needles. You're numbing, putting those needles into your skin, and then it's signaling that collagen to rush to the wound, aka this wound is going to technically be on your skin. So that's why people say do microneedling when you kind of hit 50, because it's going to create that collagen in your face that's no longer there.
Huh.
I know.
I had no idea. See, that's why I want to talk about it with you, because I didn't know that much about microneedling. I've never done a facial or anything. So that's so cool. So that's the age. I mean, I know people in the 20s, in our 20s and stuff, they do microneedling, but it's recommended for an older generation to kind of help with that production. That's so cool. Okay. Neato. And then in the mid-20s, so starting around your mid-20s, your body's collagen, it doesn't stop, but it starts to begin to decline gradually, very naturally. And then this decrease continues as we age, with the rate of collagen loss accelerating in our 30s and beyond. Basically, unfortunately, when you turn 30, your collagen production no, thank you. It doesn't want to. Yeah, I don't know why.
She's also aging.
She's also aging. This is one of the questions I do have for God is why? Why can't I have collagen production naturally? Thank God for modern science, because it's a cool thing to supplement into your diet too. But we won't know this side of heaven, is what my mom would say.
I love that. Side note, it's a blessing to age. I will say that
1000%.
It's just really sad sometimes when you look in the mirror.
No, I get it. The vanity purposes.
That's
by the time people reach their 40s, they might be losing about 1% of their collagen each year, unfortunately. And then this rate can obviously be variable due to factors such as lifestyle choices, environmental exposures, and genetics. And some of those variables that can accelerate some collagen loss, that's going to be things like, one, sun exposure. And I'm sure as an esthetician, you are very passionate about this. I think this was one of our early conversations. We were talking about tanning beds and everything, and you were like, no, wear your sunscreen. You were very passionate about sun exposure and protecting from that. So I can appreciate that. But just breaking that down further, the ultraviolet or UV radiation from the sun can break down collagen fibers in the skin, and that can lead to premature aging and increased wrinkles. So if you're in the sun all the time, 24/7, no sun protection, those people tend to be a little bit more wrinkly. And that's because that radiation is breaking down those collagen fibers in the face. Smoking, chemicals in cigarette smoke can damage collagen and elastin in the skin. And that can obviously accelerate the aging and contributing to skin discoloration and sagging. So no smoking. Sorry, guys. I know we all have our vices, but unless you want wrinkles, don't do it. And then we got diet and nutrition. That's where I come in. Poor nutrition, especially diets low in protein, vitamin C and A, and antioxidants, that can impair your collagen production and repair, because we know vitamin C and collagen are besties. So one without the other cannot exist. And unfortunately, chronic stress. So I don't know if you're working on Wall Street. I don't know how well you're looking, but
that's unavoidable.
Those high levels of stress, such as cortisol, we talked about our buddy cortisol on another episode a few weeks ago. That can actually break down some collagen in your skin as well. So that's why it's important to implement things that can calm your nervous system down, and whether that be meditating or just indulging in hobbies that make you happy. That's why it's important to do those things. So you're not looking as quick. So let's talk about the benefits of collagen other than basically the obvious of a hydrated skin, the elasticity. So like I just said, skin health can help improve skin hydration, elasticity, and reduce the appearance of wrinkles. There are some studies that have shown collagen peptides can stimulate the skin's own collagen production, promoting a more youthful appearance. Joint health, I touched on this a little bit earlier. Collagen can help maintain the integrity of your cartilage, which is the rubber-like tissue that protects your joints. So if that cartilage is going down, you're going to feel more pain, be more uncomfortable. So if you supplement with collagen, it may help reduce that inflammation and provide relief for conditions like osteoarthritis. This next one kind of goes hand in hand with joint health. It's bone health. So as you age and the collagen production decreases, the bone mass can deteriorate, which is very normal, but that can lead to osteoporosis, and those collagen supplements can help maintain bone density and strength. It's not going to be the fix because, like, obviously diets high in calcium and things like that can also help that, but it's a tool in your tool belt type thing. And then gut health. Like I said, that type 3 collagen is going to be in the lining of your digestive system. So it can help form that connective tissue and strengthen the lining of your digestive tract. And that can be really beneficial for those with like inflammatory bowel diseases or people who struggle with some digestive tract issues. That could be potentially beneficial as well. Emma, do you know where we can get sources of collagen? Let's opt out of supplements right now. Do you know the dietary sources of where you can get collagen?
Yes.
Let me hear it.
Well, we know that animals are very high in collagen, like their skin, fish, poultry. That's what a lot of collagen powders are typically made from, unless you're doing a vegan one, is like bone broth, ligaments, stuff like that. But I know you're going to touch on that. So
killed it. That's it. Bone broth is the richest source of collagen, so that's the easiest way to implement it. So you can like do that in stews. When you're boiling your pasta, you can use bone broth instead of water.
Smart. I've never thought about that. Bone broth is also, they say, so good for your digestive health.
It's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I don't love when people are only drinking bone broth, but like it's super easy to implement when you're already using a broth for, like I said, stews, pastas. Super easy to get in that collagen. But like you touched on, other sources are chicken skin, pork skin, beef, and fish. So there are different types of collagen that you can get. And then, of course, we can get them in supplements. And that's going to be the second part of this episode, just because I feel like collagen supplements in and of itself deserves a different segment. So they can come in various forms, including powders, capsules, and liquids. The most common form of collagen supplements are going to be those hydrolyzed collagen and collagen peptides, which are more easily absorbed by the body because they're already like in a more broken down form. Full disclosure, I did go on a paid business trip to Chicago. I think it was last year. And I went with a collagen supplement company, but I did not perform all they did was pay for me to get there. And I sat through some of their white papers, and it was really interesting to listen to. I always like to keep an open mind, and their research was very interesting, but I also had to keep an open mind. Like, these were performed by the company. So like maybe a little bit biased, but I have no issues with collagen supplements. I think it's a super easy supplement to implement into one's diet.
Absolutely.
And the benefit of implementing it, the risk really, there's not much risk unless you're allergic to something in the supplement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of benefit versus very low risk
versus reward.
Yeah, like it's very low risk.
Yeah.
But of course, please consult your doctor or dietitian before implementing any new supplements into your diet. You're not going to sue me today. So more about the supplements. Let's talk about the effectiveness of collagen. And that's been a really hot topic of significant research and debate. And that's kind of what I sat through 3 days of just listening to like the different types of research and data. And I was personally convinced, and I take collagen when I remember. So some of the skin health and evidence is there was a study published in the Journal of Skin Pharmacology and Physiology, and it found that women who took a collagen supplement for 8 weeks experienced a significant improvement in skin elasticity compared to those who took a placebo. This is, of course, just one research article. It's not biblical, but it's something to take into consideration when you're considering a collagen supplement. If your main goal is for your skin health.
Yeah, it's
there's
just
this
that
evidence.
extra oomph. Like, you know what I mean?
Like a little oomph. Yeah, like for joint health, there was a research article that was published in Current Medical Research and Opinion, found that athletes who took a collagen supplement for 24 weeks, so I do like the elongated time for this research, experienced significant reductions in joint pain. So that's pretty, cool. Athletes, they're of course like banging and clanging all their joints, so it's pretty convincing in my book. For bone health, there's the study in Nutrients, like that's the article's title. It found that postmenopausal women who took collagen supplements for 12 months had increased bone mineral density compared to those who took a placebo, which we know bone mineral density can decrease for postmenopausal women. So I feel like that alone
that's huge.
That's huge. Yeah.
12 months.
12 months. So it was a hefty amount of time too.
Yeah.
The only issue with collagen that I know is that it's not a complete protein.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is people's biggest thing. But I don't know how many people, here's the thing. If you're just dry scooping collagen, it's like your body's not going to like use it in the most beneficial way because it is an incomplete protein. Mm-hmm. But if you're adding it to your smoothies or you're adding it to your foods, you're adding in that last protein to make it a complete protein. So that's, a lot of people are like, it's not incomplete protein, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, unless you're like just dry scooping it and that's the only protein you're eating, like it's not an issue.
Exactly.
Pair it with a glass of milk. I don't know. Put milk in the smoothie and boom, you've got a complete protein. I
wouldn't rely on it completely, but
it's a supplement.
It still is going to have some protein benefits because it is a protein.
Yep. It's a supplement. Yeah. It is not the diet.
Exactly.
So basically, in conclusion, for supplements, they appear to have several potential health benefits, particularly for skin, joint, bone, and muscle health. And while there's I'd say substantial evidence supporting their efficacy in those areas, it's important to note that individual results can vary. I, of course, put that into my notes. And additionally, the quality of the collagen supplements can differ. So that's kind of going back to our other supplement episode, is knowing where you're getting it and choosing a reputable brand. That's always crucial in whatever supplements you're taking. So that should be just like rule number one.
Yeah.
And then I get asked, well, I've been taking collagen for 3 days and I see nothing. And I'm like, no. It can take up to like 4 to 8 weeks of consistent use.
Oh, consistency is everything.
Consistency is very important, and it is the key for this particular supplement. You're not going to see any difference if you're just, oh, well, I put it in my coffee 2 days ago and I might put it in my smoothie today. Like it's a commitment.
It's every day.
It's like your body's not going to like hate you if you don't do it, but it's not going to see the benefits that are stated in these studies.
Yeah.
And the potential benefits are not going to be shown if you're not consistent.
Exactly.
And another issue that a lot of people have is collagen denaturing at high temperatures. So this trend, it's been for a couple of years. Like people are putting collagen in their coffee and people are like, well, collagen, it's a protein, so it denatures at high temperatures. And I tried to find some more definitive research on that. So collagen supplements, especially in the form of collagen peptides or hydrolyzed collagen, which is most supplements on the market today, they're typically designed to be stable under a variety of conditions because they're meant to be in a variety of conditions, whether you're putting it to your pasta, your smoothies, your coffee. They want to be able to be useful in all those types of conditions. So backlog on, I guess it's physiology, anatomy, nutrition. Anyway, proteins are made up of up to 20 amino acids. And when they're under high heat, they're like conjoined. They're all like tightly knitted. And when they're under high heat or different conditions that they do not like, they can what's called denature. And they basically just break apart and they're no longer useful in their protein state. So your native collagen, so the collagen in its native form, like in your connective tissues, can denature at temperatures around 122 to 140 degrees, which I don't typically, I mean, that's what Texas feels like most days, but you're not in those environments.
Yeah.
So in your native form, not a lot of denaturing is happening.
No.
But the hydrolyzed collagen or collagen peptides in those supplements have been processed to break down the protein into smaller peptides. So you don't really have to worry. You do have to worry about it. Like, don't put it into boiling water. That's going to denature it. However, it makes them more stable and less likely to denature at lower temperatures. So you can put it in your coffee and it's not going to denature unless you're just drinking scalding hot coffee, which if that's what you enjoy, don't want to yuck your yum, but you're not going to
bless you. Like,
do you
are you
hate
okay?
yourself? And I also put in my notes, hydrolyzed collagen supplements are relatively stable and can tolerate temperatures involved in typical cooking and hot beverage preparation without significant denaturing. Conclusion, I like collagen.
Oh, yeah.
For best usage and to see actual benefits, you've got to be consistent. And
1000%.
you've got to be sure what type of collagen you're buying. So if you're buying type 1 and you're hoping for joint health, it's not necessarily, like, you just have to be specific on what type is in the supplement that you're buying.
Also, side note too, I just have to say this from an aesthetic background, and sorry if this upsets people, but if you are using a topical cream that is like preaching to collagen, like a collagen cream, hate to burst your bubble, but it's not going to do anything for you.
Really?
No, the molecular structure of collagen in a topical like lotion or cream is just too big for it to actually
for your
penetrate.
skin to absorb.
Exactly.
What? So like,
don't let that marketing get you.
So that's like a hype marketing. It will not.
If it says like collagen cream, like
if the specific supplement is like a collagen cream, it's
correct.
Basically a waste of money.
I mean, it has collagen in it, but
Cool.
is it going to
don't eat it.
drastic? Yeah, exactly. Don't eat it. And it's not going to create drastic change in like
So
your
what you're
skin.
saying, to make sure I understand it from someone who doesn't know like the esthetician world, you would recommend a oral supplement of collagen over like a topical collagen cream.
For like skin purposes,
Yeah, for like skin, hair, nails, all of that stuff. Okay.
Top thing I would recommend is vitamin C and a retinol. Those are like the top things that signal building blocks of collagen in your skin, but those have other benefits as well. So yes, for that type,
Gotcha.
Don't be swooned to the marketing of
Interesting.
collagen-based creams.
So like a collagen, I don't know if this exists. Are there like collagen lotions? And
Yes.
it's just like BS.
Oh yeah. I mean, it has collagen in it.
Well, yeah, but like if
But
you're not
it's-
absorbing it, it's neither here nor there. You may as well just have it in the back of your room because it's the same exact. What? That's crazy. What else in the esthetician world?
It's crazy. It's kind of like your world too. Like people will totally
1,000%.
they market something and it's like that's
Everything's
actually
a
not
gimmick.
how that works. Yeah, no.
Is there anything else in the esthetician world regarding collagen that's either a myth or a misunderstanding or just a fun fact about collagen? If you don't have one, it's okay. I just
Trying to think. Not necessarily myth, just like stuff like that, just along those lines of marketing of like, this is collagen and blah, blah, blah. You should put it on. No, just don't.
So just be wary if you see the word collagen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Topically.
I
And
like it.
PRP is really good for you, but that's another story.
What's perp?
PRP, so it's platelet-enriched plasma, and it's basically in your blood, and it's like collagen, lipids, and proteins. So they draw your blood, pull it out, and they spin it in a centrifuge.
What?
Yeah, it's so good for you. It's so expensive, but
I was about to say that does not sound
Yeah.
accessible to the general public.
no, it's not.
How much is that?
A PRP treatment's usually like $1,500.
And they pull it from you.
They pull it from you, yeah,
That's crazy.
because your body it's cool. It's so cool. I love PRP.
What?
So like for people who want natural skincare, because you can inject it in.
I mean, nothing gets more natural than your own blood.
No, literally. It looks like liquid gold too. So
I mean, okay, I do have to say this because I know there might be someone, do not draw your own blood and then put it on your face. That will not help collagen synthesis.
You have to spin it.
You have to go to a medical spa and have a licensed professional do this for you.
Oh, yeah.
I did not even know that existed.
It's so cool.
That's so cool. $1,500 though. They spin it.
So they spin it in a fuge and it separates the proteins, aka the collagen, from your blood because you have.
Yeah.
And then they'll separate it, pull the collagen or the PRP out of the blood and put it in a syringe and you can inject it into like, usually you'll do like your skin,
so
under eyes.
You're not necessarily adding more. You're just putting it in a different place.
Redistributing it.
Oh.
Because your body's not pulling it out of the blood.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you can put it in your hair too.
What?
Yeah.
I need that.
I know.
You can put it in your hair.
Like, so you can inject PRP into like hair and it stimulates, because collagen stimulates growth of connective tissues. So yeah,
What?
you learn something new every day. It's painful.
Your world is so cool. Have you done it?
Yeah, it hurts so bad. I'll never do it again.
Really?
No.
How
in my
deep?
Scalp? No.
Really?
No.
Did you see Did you notice
You
a difference?
have
To
to do
be
it.
completely honest,
No, I didn't. No, but
she did work at a medical spa,
Yeah.
so she did receive treatments.
Yeah.
She was able to like try out these treatments, so she's not just blowing $1,500 on this
No.
stuff. So just to clarify,
yes, it was free.
it was free, and she was able to. You need to know it
Life
before you're
hack to
able to
sell
like.
it.
Yeah, exactly. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. What is there anything like other treatments that are
yeah.
collagen based ish in the esthetician world?
Mainly microneedling.
Okay. So the point of microneedling is for collagen benefits?
Oh yeah. So you're literally you're signaling the skin, like, so you're putting the needles in, which to your skin is like, oh no, there's an injury.
Right.
And collagen is pushed to the injury, aka to wound heal.
Right.
So if you're doing microneedling on your skin, a lot of people do it on their like postpartum scars too. It regenerates and creates new skin cells.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does it hurt? I mean, it's a controlled injury. I mean, it's a needle.
Yeah,
I can
you're
only
numb,
imagine.
but it's not like, this is amazing.
Not during the procedure, but after.
After it burns. Feels like a sunburn, like a really bad sunburn.
Oh, that's not horrid.
No, it's not bad.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so microneedling. My question is, do you think, this is literally just a hypothetical question in the world of aesthetics and knowing what we know now from this episode, do you think someone who has consistent usage of collagen, let's say they're like, I don't know, 40s, so their natural collagen production is not fantastic, but they are consistent on their supplement usage of collagen, and then they did microneedling, do you think they would see more benefits from microneedling than someone who's like 40 but doesn't take the supplements consistently? Because it'd be more available in their system. Do you think potentially, this is complete hypothesis and I have not read any research on this. This is just me thinking out loud.
Yeah. No, I think microneedling would be more beneficial because it's just more concentrated.
Okay.
Because yes, collagen supplements are so good and you should take them, but I mean, it takes 8 weeks for your body to even like absorb and like recognize that. Whereas microneedling is immediate.
But I'm saying like the results of the microneedling, would they be more apparent with that person who took or is taking the supplement along with doing a microneedling session?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think that'd be a really cool area.
I guess we have to do.
I guess
sorry,
I have to
husband. We're going to be doing
this
a
is
study.
a work write-off. I think it would just be interesting, like in the world of aesthetics, if someone's consistent usage of collagen and then they get microneedling versus someone who went and got microneedling done who's not consistently using collagen. I wonder if the results would be different.
I know.
Bet you guys didn't think you were getting an esthetician.
I miss it.
This is this is so cool. And it just goes to show everything's connected. Nutrition, aesthetics.
It is. So,
but that is really cool.
Listeners, go out, do some studies, report back. Let us know.
If you need participants, me and Emma are available. I'll be happy to get a microneedling session for work. Joking, but not. Anyway, I think that was a really
this was
good,
fun.
yeah. And I think that breaks it down. So I feel like collagen can be like a scary topic because one, it's trending. Everybody's talking about it. But I say this every time we break down something. It's not as scary when you like go through it.
It's not. So you endorse it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have the financial availability to buy a reputable supplement, it is not something that it has more benefit than risk.
So it's not like greens. Did anybody listen to that episode?
No, don't waste your money on that. No, I feel like collagen can be beneficial. I don't feel like there's a huge difference in life quality versus those who do versus those who don't. So like if you're someone who's like, I literally just can't, like your life's not going to be detrimentally horrible versus those who are. But if you're looking for things to up your general health, this is something that's easy to implement. And yeah, I mean, I use collagen. Not consistently. I really need to, but
I do too. I don't either, to be honest.
It's not because I don't want to. It's literally just I have mom brain.
Yeah.
But yeah, busy. I love collagen.
Yay.
I think it's great.
That.
Yeah. I think
that was so fun.
That was good. I don't have any housekeeping. Nobody's yelled at me too much in my comments. I sent you the photo, guys. I got a visual picture of where people are downloading this podcast, and it's wild.
So cool.
There's people in Australia. There's people in England. Like
people care.
Like, I don't know. It's just wild. Thank you so much for listening. I don't know. I don't have words. And I usually always get annoyed with podcasts when they're like, oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. But here I am. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Literally.
It's so sweet.
It's been so fun. And I really enjoy just talking about nutrition and health things. And now aesthetics. That's so cool.
I know. That is fun.
But if you guys have a topic you want us to talk about, you can go to our Instagram, Dish and Nutrition Podcast, and there should be a highlight reel. Click it, just fill it in, and then we'll look at it going forward. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I guess on that note,
you've been dished.
You've been dished.